Yo, what's going on, guys? Fresh and Smooth Boxing TV. Fresh
What's
and
the
Smooth
tale?
here, checking in. We want to talk about tonight. We got Canelo and Charlo. Excuse me, Canelo and Charlo. September 30th. This is the big one right here. So, what you got to say, Smooth?
Got a couple weeks left. We got a couple weeks left. Wanted to just get on here and talk about a little bit about the interviews they've been doing, the talks regarding the mega fight that's about to happen. Charlo he's sounding very confident. He's we were expecting him to go into the press conference and just kind of not be who we thought he was going to be, but he admitted he has a lot of respect for Canelo. He's not taking his opportunity lightly. Um, he always felt like he can beat Canelo, and he's going to have to put it all together. As far as going up to 168, he understands it's a task, but he's all game and he's here for it. Um, One thing that does worry me a little bit about the whole thing is the fact that he is in a way he says he respects Canelo a lot, but he talked about some of Canelo's accolades, for 18 world champions, all the money he's made. I don't want Jermell to get in there under those lights
Oh,
and pull a Caleb Plant, kind of freeze a little bit, right?
that's what I'm saying
Um,
because I feel as though like he's already. I seen a something on the internet that said he's having trouble making 168. He said it's hard to transform his body to 168, and that he's giving. I feel like he's giving him too much respect. I mean, it's supposed to be lions only. He's supposed to be in the doghouse. Like he,
his calmness is good. It's a good thing. He doesn't seem uh, over
yeah, but
like excited for anything, and
I
that's
mean,
good. That just
like
means that
you
he's
said,
locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember
look
when
at
Caleb
this.
Plant.
Hear me out. Like just how the Crawford and Spence were. They weren't being disrespectful when they got in that ring. It was wartime. So
Yeah. Um, I'm just trying to. Right now, I like what I see from both of them. Honestly, Canelo's not taking him lightly either. Canelo, have you seen some of his new training tapes? He's showing y'all the head movement. He hears y'all. He hears the talk.
did you
He
see? Did
hears
you
y'all
see?
saying that he ain't got it.
Did
He
you see? He
hears
moved
people
his training camp.
saying,
He moved his training camp out
"Yeah,
of San Diego.
yeah." He hears it, bro. He's on it. He knows y'all saying he can't move his feet no more. He can't move his leg. He's flat footed. He's too slow. He ain't moving his head no more. He hear all of that. And you never know. Maybe that's why he took Jermell. Jermell's not gonna be right there for him. He's gonna have to beat Jermell, not just with his power. He's gonna have to beat him with his thinking, his mind, his reflexes. Because Jermell is gonna move on him. Jermell is gonna use all his athletic abilities.
I posted.
And the last guy he fought that was very athletic, and B-Boy, you saw what happened. B-Boy used his legs to get in and out, in and out, in and out on Canelo. You
I,
know,
po-
so
I posted on the boxing page. It was like it looked like Jermell's strategy. Like he had the trainer was pressing him. He was moving around, and I mean he gonna have to do a lot more than that to beat Canelo, man. That's all I gotta say. He was like, when he's like in the boxing stance and he's moving, working on his defense and using his feet, but that is
um,
just he gonna have to
I
do a
think
lot more than that.
experience is going to play a major part in this fight. Especially they both have great experience. Something Jamel touched on as well. He has a lot of experience in the amateurs. He has a lot of professional fights. So it's not like he hasn't been in there with high quality opponents. But Canelo's obviously has a lot more fights.
He just has a better resume, but that don't mean anything. I mean, Canelo's he's still getting older in the fight game, and we just don't know what happened. That's the beauty in it. September 30th is going down, and I hope Charlo can step up to the plate. I hope it's a competitive fight. Number one, I don't care who wins. I hope it's competitive, and I hope that they come to show out. I don't want to see no boring ass fight.
They asked him about Crawford and will what happens if he beats Canelo, he becomes the king of the
It'll come down to
world.
160. Maybe we'll meet him at 160.
He'll meet him at 160, but he basically he was saying that he's the A side. He calls the shots because he'll be undisputed in two weight classes. I mean, you know, at one time, honestly, he'll lose a WBO, but whatever. People ain't gonna care about that.
Everybody
You
knows
know,
he's really undisputed. Everybody knows.
right, right.
Right.
So he calls the shots. So if he tells Crawford meet me here, Crawford meet him wherever. I know he will. But what about Canelo? What if Canelo wins?
Did you see what Crawford said? He said, "I already took care of the big fish. Now I'm coming for the little cub."
Yeah, I seen that. What about if Canelo does win? What about that?
Then he got to
What's
go
next
to
for him?
168,
Well,
baby.
he signed that. Was it a 3-fight deal with Showtime?
Yeah.
Right.
So this is only fight one.
Right. Well, guess who don't fight for Showtime?
Who?
Bebo, and he did say he wanted to get that lick back. So
at this point, bro,
being that he's on a 3-fight deal, is he done with getting his rematch for Bebo, or will he just stay and fight? Because obviously Showtime's gonna want to fight Showtime fighters.
You just said this in your last video that networks are working together. So if they
but not with the kind of money you got to pay Canelo. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth to go get Bebo for him all the way in the zone.
But no. Listen to this.
I mean, people are gonna pay for it. People will pay for a Bebo, but people will also pay for a Benavidez.
But hear me out. What I'm saying? Bebo beat him, so this is intriguing to the boxing world. Shit, I'll pay for it. He fight Bebo. Fuck that. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be at the fight.
It is. So you never know how Al Heyman and Showtime PB how they thinking about it.
Did you catch my angle smooth? Did you catch my angle?
Yeah,
what I'm telling you is, what I'm saying is that if he fights Bebo, since he already beat him, it should be a very intriguing fight.
It'll be an intriguing fight. People are going to want to see that. People are definitely going to see what. But people also have flimsy memories, bro. They forget real quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like Bebo has this big popular name. He's not Triple G before Canelo fought Triple G. Triple G was out here he had a big name, he was knocking everybody out senseless, right?
How'd that fight do as far as numbers wise? Was it a success?
The Bebo?
No, Triple G.
I mean, of course, they had 3 fights. I mean, people wanted to see that. They were calling for that fight for a long, long time before the fight even happened. But what I'm saying is, Bebo doesn't have that same fan base and pull that same weight. So, what I'm saying is, will they make that fight happen next if he does win, or will they just, stay in the Showtime PBC, keep all the money in house, fight David Benavidez if he wins his next fight, maybe a rematch with Caleb Plant. They got Jermell up there. They got obviously Boo Boo Andrade.
The next biggest fight is Canelo and Crawford. That's a no-brainer.
Canelo also said he wanted to move to cruise. He wanted to challenge himself at cruiser. So what is he gonna want to milk? I think he's gonna want to milk this contract as much as possible without taking as much risk as possible. Well, you consider Jermell Charlo is a little bit of a risk. It's a good fight, but maybe he's not looking at it like that. Maybe he they feel like he can win that.
I think it's an okay fight.
I think it's a good fight now that it's building, right? But in the beginning, when they first called it, it was like, he's taking on a smaller guy. But as the fight's progressing and the training camps, and you hear Jermell's way of talking about the fight, how mentally prepared he is and how calm he is, people are like, you know what, Jermell can do some things with the way Canelo's been looking lately.
I'm looking at his mental toughness compared to his brother, man. It's like night and day, man. These two are way different. He's
very focused, very dedicated. He doesn't put out no bad shows. I mean, we got to see what he brings on the 30th. That's going to be showtime right there. You know what I'm saying? So
it's definitely be something to watch. And I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see it, but to me, it's still not a big fight because I think he can either take on Benavidez or the next. What he really should do to me, and this is just my personal opinion, I believe he should take on Crawford if Crawford's willing to go to 168, just because he got. It's the insane mentality to do things like insane things. I like to see shit like that.
But Crawford's even smaller than Jermell.
I know that, but he's daring to be great. You don't want to. You ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is like, as for his legacy, that's not a. If he goes in there and knocks Crawford out, that doesn't give him. They don't give him no props for that. I'm sorry, they won't.
Absolutely.
right? So if he goes up to cruiserweight and gains the belt up there, do something like that, that's like, oh, another,
He couldn't even beat
Mexican.
Bivol. So you gonna just
Well, what
jump?
I'm saying is
So
that
you gonna jump around
they can
Bivol?
sugar pick. They can pick somebody that's slow on their feet, slow with the hands. And, you never know, but it's still a challenge. It's a big dude. They bigger dudes at cruiserweight. Way bigger. I mean, they're talking about light heavyweights are way bigger dudes, right? Are way bigger than him. So at cruiserweight they're going to be even bigger. So it's all you got to give him respect for that. At the end of the day, if he goes up there and he's a small dude, he's like 5'8", he's not that big, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So we'll see, man. I'm interested to see who he would fight next if he does win. But nonetheless, man, this is.
I see what you're saying. You're saying Crawford's too small. Benavidez, we believe Benavidez is a big fight. You agree?
Benavidez is a huge fight if Benavidez wins his next fight. Huge fight.
I mean, we don't want to get off topic here. Right now, we're talking about Canelo Charlo. So,
yeah. We're only a couple of weeks away. We're super excited. It's almost here. Man, Vegas again is going to be on fire. You got Canelo still runs boxing. I don't care what you say.
You're out of control.
I don't care what it is. Canelo's going to still.
He does his thing, but he's not the face of boxing no more. He does his thing. He's not the face.
I disagree.
I say right now,
I disagree.
Crawford's on a world tour right now doing.
Crawford can't be the face of boxing. Crawford don't make no more money. Whoever makes the most money in boxing is the face of boxing, and that's Canelo, bar none. I don't see Canelo doing Corona commercials. Get out of here. He don't got the same appeal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's getting there. He's talking more, and they're promoting him more. Maybe he'll get there.
He's getting there.
You know what I'm saying?
Really
but
he I like Crawford's humbleness, man.
But he ain't. I mean, but Canelo, he's marketable.
Captain marketable. Who you fighting next? Oh, we don't know. We don't know.
Market. He's Captain Marketable right now. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. So, all right, man. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button.
Agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Anyways, follow the channel. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe.